Hello, welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I know we've been gone for quite a while. There have been some developments. We had some cool stuff to talk about. I am joined once again by my buddy here, Cody.
Hey.
One of my favorite co-hosts, because apparently all my other friends suck. And Gabe, he unfortunately died in an Italian sausage eating contest. And then John, he's John, Gordon, we were going to have him as another co-host. He was going to join us. He was going to join us indefinitely to replace Gabe, but he decided that he sleep is more important than his friends. I'm just playing.
R.I.P. Gabe.
R.I.P. Gabe. Yeah, he will be missed. But Gabe's okay. Gabe's good. He's still a part of the podcast group. He's just going to be in a different side, I would say, of our organization here. He's going to be on the...
He's on a different aspect of it in the future developments.
There you go. Yeah, he's on a different spectrum. He's in a different spectrum of the organization. We have a chart with little faces on it that he points at when he's, to tell us how he's feeling. And he goes in the other room when we call it for something. But no, Gabe's cool. He's gonna be on the developmental side of it. He's gonna be designing stuff for us. We have a few logos in the mix right now. We have a really cool logo design, and we will be going forward. We have the channel. We have some temporary stuff. We're going by the PNW podcast. We are located in a beautiful Pacific Northwest. I will divulge the state at a later time, because we don't want you. There's weirdos out there, and we know you weirdos will come find where we live.
Yeah, you weirdos.
Yeah, you weirdos. We love you. We love you, weirdos, though. So all the subscribers who've stuck around, even though we've been gone for a while, we all had that silly thing called life that gets in the way. I was. Recently, me and my wife, I was pregnant recently. Me and my wife had a beautiful baby boy. He was born healthy at 8 pounds 5 ounces. Had all his fingers and toes. And
congratulations, man.
Thank you. And he's happy and giggly, and he's 3 months old now. And as for Cody here, I don't know what his problem is. I mean. Military. He went through abuses no man should speak of. No, but so that's kind of what we're working towards. We got a new thing going. We have a rebranding going, and we're happier with it. Got some really cool logos going. But other than that, did you watch that Sting movie I told you to watch?
No. I don't do scary movies. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness gracious! I'm gonna admit, the movie's been out for a year now, so anyone who hasn't seen it, that's on you. There's no spoiler alerts here. So anytime if there was a spider that when I looked at it, it barks at me, I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere near it. For the listeners out there, go watch Sting. It's a crazy movie. It's really creepy as all heck, But what's up with you, my dude? What's going on? What do you got? What do you got? Like,
what? What's good right now?
What is good right now? We got Daddy Trump back. That's good.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good.
He is back. Hopefully, he doesn't finish off the screwing and double cross everybody.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he likes doing the screwing. I think that's his thing. Is the
I mean, I was joking about this with my dad back when he got reelected.
Mm-hmm.
I told my dad, what if he came in just to finish off what our former president did and just totally ruin everything?
We're talking about Biden, or are we talking about that? Are we going back to the Clinton administration?
No, I'm talking about what if Trump finishes off what Biden and them started? I would laugh so hard. then proceed just to, I don't know, go quiet.
I think if we went down if we walked on that side of the street, I think we'd have people severely pissed. I think it would be like the biggest psyop in American history. But so far from what we've seen with Doge going into the Internal Revenue Service, going into USAID, going into all that stuff, it's unreal. How has it been this long and that's never happened? Like, look at any other company in the world and how many times they audit their own finances, or they find where they're losing money.
They do it at least a year.
Every year, or at least twice a year.
Yeah,
exactly.
At least.
So why did it take the U.S. government 200 years to finally audit their own? I'm sure I'm incorrect in that. I'm sure someone's out there going to be like, actually, they audited themselves in 2008, and yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
But why did it take so long to got to this point?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why did it have to get to a point of nuclear meltdown to where a man called Donald Trump had to go in there and basically dismantle everything, and then hire a very smart guy named Elon Musk, who's like the richest man in the world, to go in there and find where all our money's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's stupid.
He literally has enough money to buy a country.
He has enough money to where he can buy multiple small islands and still be very, very, very comfortable in life.
And then he could get 4 decent-sized tugboats to pull those islands into one big island.
Yeah.
He has enough money where he could build himself an island in space, for Christ's sake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if he really wanted to, he can start his own little Fortnite island.
I know, there you go. He can literally build his own Roblox, planet.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but, I don't know, dude. It's weird times we're living in.
Did you see about the, how Russia dropped non-nuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles onto Ukraine?
Did somebody just hit your truck?
No, it's my knee.
Okay, that felt like it was from outside, dude. Yeah, no, I did read something about that. Explain it a little more. What happened? Because I saw a snippet of it on like a viewer channel.
So, Ukraine decided to launch ATACMS, which is basically mobile rocket launcher delivery system.
Oh, right.
Launches multiple small to mid-range rockets. They launched into Russia. I don't remember exactly where they were striking, but Russia got really, really, really upset.
I don't doubt it.
About what they hit, and then they turn around just said, yeah, okay, cool. Launched an intercontinental ballistic missile with a non-nuclear payload. It hit its max height and opens up, and it drops like 6 to, I think, 8 smaller rockets.
Okay, so what you're telling me is Russia shot
one big rocket,
one big explosive dildo through the air and hit like something. They hit a target they didn't want to hit, is what you're telling me.
Oh, no. Ukraine launched rockets. They hit their target. Russia reciprocated its feelings. Launched one big old rocket that dropped smaller rockets into one area.
Oh, okay, that's sick. That's sick. Did they actually hit what they were wanting to hit, or did they?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Just fucking leveled it?
Yeah, they were hitting one big old city. They were just inflicting damage. So, what it basically was is one big old game of fuck around, find out, lawn dart edition.
Hell yeah, dude. Have you ever played human lawn darts? Have you ever played it where you get drunk and draw a target on someone's back and they get to play the dartboard?
No.
That is fun. That is a couple buddies of mine did that in high school, and it was fun watching because you're so drunk you don't feel it. You really just and they pelt the darts at you, and you're just like, you get it.
No.
I'm just like, that's his spine's right there, dude.
Spinal tap.
Spinal tap. Yep, exactly.
Then another thing, actually fairly recent, the whole ICBM thing happened while you were on your baby leave.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I was out of it. On baby leave, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You're kind of out of it. Like, you're in this weird, like it's like you're walking through the Twilight Zone. There's fog everywhere. You don't remember what day it is. You don't know what you're doing. You're just like got this little thing all the time. This little baby all the time. You're trying to figure out how the hell you're going to eat and, shower. And then your wife's over here sleeping because she's exhausted because of the baby, and you're stuck with the baby. And it's crazy, dude. Yeah, so it's like I've been in a fog essentially for 3 months. I've only come clear through the fog as I've come back to work. Because now I have a schedule and a routine again.
But no, recently there was I don't know if it was an accident or if it was on purpose, but Russia decided to slap the sarcophagus of the Chernobyl nuclear reactors with a drone. It breached.
Why? Why would they do that? Why would they go anywhere near it?
I don't know.
That's freaking ridiculous.
My guess,
so they
get the nuclear waste and create dirty bombs, maybe?
All they did was make their own. They waited so long for the radiation levels to drop that far, and now they just upped them again.
Dude, they barely dropped.
It's barely dropped in what has it been, like 60 years since Chernobyl?
Yeah, because I think that entire area is going to be. It had millions of Röntgen, like
the
radioactive energy, right?
Are you talking about
millions of that?
Rads?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the word for it?
Röntgens.
Röntgens, really?
That's what it was reading.
Oh, okay.
It was heading up to I think at the lighter end, it was like 8 million. On the heavier end, I want to say it was like 24.
I was saying, because I'm pretty sure the human body can only take up to 300 300 nanoparticles per hour or something like that but you gotta think that's how much radiation we absorb every day in normal life.
Mm-hmm.
And we're fine, but anything more than that is when it starts
without protection.
Yeah, without protection is when it starts just destroying your body. So think if you're getting up into the tens and hundreds of thousands, imagine. I feel like you would just melt into a pile of goo.
So when Chernobyl initially
just turned into sludge,
the people that were at ground zero at Flashpoint of when it happened, they lived for anywhere from 3 days to a week and then died.
Well, yeah. Well, didn't the same thing happen in Fukushima? They had a meltdown in Fukushima too, and there's that one guy who somehow absorbed 100,000 rads or something like that, and he lived. He was super sick and fucked up for a year in the hospital, and then after that he lived. And he was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's there's a book about him or something that he wrote a book, or then someone made a book about him. But Jamie pulled that video. No, but yeah, no, I can't remember the dude's name, but there was a story about him, a book about him, and he took a bunch of radiation just to the dome. And the thing that sucked about it was when the thing went off, his head was in it. His head, he was working on it. So they were suited up, and those suits can only protect for so much, right? Mm-hmm. So his head's in the thing as it's overloading, and they're trying to get it to stop, and they just can't. It's just right. The forbidden Play-Doh starts coming out of it. But yeah, no, it's
here's a crazy fact though.
What's up?
Back in 1945 or 44, when we dropped the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
There was one dude who survived the first bombing. Got transported from that city to the other city right before it
got him again.
He got hit twice and still survived.
Yeah, that's crazy. Could you imagine? We gotta get this guy out. We gotta go.
Oh no!
Get him in the ambulance. Let's go to Nagasaki, whatever city it was, and then getting there. They're like, oh shit! Like another bomb hit you. You're just sitting there. You're like,
motherfucker.
You're like, what did I do to deserve this? It's like, oh god,
that
double
guy,
microwaved.
He saw the sun 5 times.
He saw the sun. He was probably blind the second time already.
He saw the sun 5 times over the course of like 3 days.
Mm-hmm. That guy got the best suntan he's ever gotten in his life.
His soul got the best suntan.
I was gonna say, you can see his soul through the X-ray of the blast. Twice. You can see his soul just freaking glowing as he's standing there.
His soul turned around and said, I look fabulous.
He's like, I'm made of glitter.
He looked like one of those
Twilight vampires, yeah. Honestly, with that much getting hit with that much nuclear activity, you probably would start glowing. Oh,
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Do.
The sun. We're all singing copyrighted music. It was so dumb.
Jesus. And we're demonetized.
Yeah, we're good. It was only a 3-second part. I think you're allowed to have up to a 3-second part. I think
it's not like we're even making money yet.
We will get there. I swear to God, we will get there. We just got to keep on that grind. That's what it is people give up before they even get started, and then they lose all faith. It's almost like if you went to a job and you worked one day and were like, I got no money, and then you quit in the first day. You gotta work there for the whole week or 2 weeks before you get your paycheck, dude. Just like anything in life.
Yeah.
If you don't put your love into it, your care into it, it won't grow. Everything in life you gotta nurture, dude. And that's how I look at it. That's why when Gabe is being a whiny baby, I can't do it. I just want to make shirts. No, I'm just kidding. No. When and like
this isn't a sweatshop. What?
I say he's like, I'll be your Asian. I'll be your little Chinese boy. But no, and then Gordon, he wanted to be on the show so bad. He literally was just like, I'll check in, make everything's good, you know, make sure I can show up. And then we blow up his phone for an hour and hear nothing. And so, the only one that has been on all 3, literally the only 2 people who have been on all 3 episodes so far are me and Cody. And I find it ironic because Cody is, I tell you what, maybe it's the way my dad beat me when I was growing up. Maybe it's the way Cody's military experience trained him. But we can't be the only disciplined ones to make it happen. I swear.
I just threatened myself. I threatened myself, alright?
You threaten yourself? With what? Yeah. Like verbal abuse?
If I don't show up, something's going to give me a colonoscopy and I got to fucking go.
Oh, you're talking about the universal karma is what we're talking about. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a real thing. I 100% believe in
karma is a thing.
That's a real thing. There's been times where literally like I feel like I've been so good to people, and like I've had something cool happen to me. I've been terrible or done something that like I probably shouldn't have. Maybe I was a little mean or something. The next day I had a flat tire. The next day I had like my account was negative. I was like, where'd all the rest of my money go? I had someone hack my account. Something stupid. Mm-hmm. Fucking karma is a weird thing because it'll get you in the weirdest ways. Like. It's not even always physical. Sometimes it's like karma will get you like to where you step on a fucking nail in the middle of a Home Depot. I've had that happen to me. It doesn't feel good. And flops. And slides, it doesn't feel good when you step on a nail in Home Depot.
Shit, Karma hit me with getting married.
Dude, you've been through the ringer, my guy. I'm gonna let you, if you want to talk about that, I'm full game, but I'm gonna let you talk about that the way you think is the best way to talk about it. Funnier the better, of course.
I'm gonna be real for a second. I did have some ups and I did have some downs in that marriage. And it's wrong of me to talk bad about her because I'm sure she was a decent person before. She was a decent person before everything got sour.
I like the way you said that. That was a really antiquated, eloquent way to say it. You know what I mean? Like a very eloquent way to say that. So continue. I just wanted to give you props on that. That was pretty good.
And with Karma being involved in everything that we do.
We do a lot of stuff.
I hope she has a long and fruitful life.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hope the same for me.
Well, also, you got to remember, there was a time when you loved her.
Yeah.
We always forget that when you go down a path with someone and, like, you forget that, yeah, things may have gone bad, but there was a time where, like, you would have done anything for that person. And you forget those things, you know what I mean? You forget that we had love once, and then it turns into this sour, like, distrust or hate. But then at the end of the day, they're still a human being. Mm-hmm. They deserve to thrive and be healthy and happy and all that. And, like, you always want to wish the best for them. But that leads me to another point is, do you ever get work guilt sometimes, like the shit we have to do at work? Do you ever get, like, guilt about, like, the things sometimes the way we sometimes have to treat people? Mm-hmm. Like, I get cosmic, dude, I'm more of a religious person. So for me, it's like, I sometimes wonder, am I being judged by that? Like, by what we have to do at work sometimes? I feel guilty sometimes. I see that, and I'm just like, yeah. Like the other day when we had to deal with that guy. And we're just like, it was so easy for us, so natural for us to do.
So for me, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I look at their track record,
mm-hmm.
and if they deserve it. That guy that we had to deal with and we got out of the hospital in an abrupt fashion. In an
organized and abrupt fashion.
I think he deserved it. I think he deserves a lot worse for what he has done in life.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But
I agree with
who is it of me to inflict that?
Exactly, because then when you look at it, like, it's almost like we're not like the judge, the jury, and the executioner type of thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's almost like where we know the evil of what someone's actions may have been, and we know that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also not on us to, because they're gonna get their judgment anyway, no matter what. We all are. We're gonna see our judgment regardless. Oh, yeah. So it's kind of like,
at the end of the day, when that bell toll rings.
Yeah, and that's what.
And you go to meet your maker. They're going to have pros and cons of everything that you've done in life.
I know, and that's what I'm thinking about. And I sit at work sometimes, and I'm thinking about, like, when we do stuff and the way we have to talk to people, or sometimes the way that we have to defend ourselves. And I'm like, is God looking down on us right now, and saying, like, why do you have to be mean to that guy? And then I look back and I go, but I don't have a choice. I gotta make this money to provide for my family. This is part of my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you know how God said treat everybody like your brother.
Oh, yeah.
Your neighbor, all that stuff. And I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not the only one who notices that, like, or feels that, you know, or, like, I guess has that kind of thought.
While you were gone, we dealt with this person, this elderly lady, and she wasn't really all there mentally.
Like Alzheimer's or dementia?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Sitting out in the lobby, one of the other guards, I get it, it's our job, but he was telling us, so you're going to get him out of here? And me being the supervisor, I make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking with one of the medical staff, like, hey, is there anything that we can do? This other guard was pushing just to boot her out. And it was cold.
Yeah, and it's a little old lady.
Starts snowing. She was wearing ripped jeans, only socks, and a sweater.
Probably that week where it got down to like 7, 8, 9 degrees, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was wanting to push her out, and it was not even 5 o'clock in the morning yet.
I'm like, no, I'm like, dude, it's fucking. Even then, it's gonna stay. It's not gonna get up to the 20s until for a few hours, and even then, 20 degrees is still cold. It's still fucking cold,
it's
dude.
Below 32 degrees.
Stand out in 20 degrees for fucking, a couple hours and tell me how you feel.
Yeah, wearing damn near
nothing. Yeah. But anyway, what did you end up doing? Like, what did you tell him? Did you tell him to shut up? Like, yeah.
I told him we're figuring the fuck out real quick. So I let medical staff figure it out. And on our behalf, I let her stay inside.
Yeah.
It's cold. You gotta have basic human.
Well, you
care,
gotta have
compassion.
you gotta have a layer of compassion, because it's like if you're all brick and stone, it's not gonna get you very far in life.
Oh yeah.
People who, act all hard all the time, are secretly sometimes some of the saddest people.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know.
I was like that in the military.
I know, and it probably took you a long time to untwist yourself from that way. You know what I mean? It probably took you a long.
Untwisting.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, my guy. You're doing great. Don't give your don't.
You gotta live by the fact that of karma,
Yeah, you got to think about your actions, and because like I think about that too. Like your actions, somewhere down the line, you may not even know it, but could affect someone 1, 2, 3, 4 people out.
Mm-hmm.
Where your actions affect one person, and they do something in retaliation.
What is it called? Butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect. Yeah, exactly. Or like because one thing it just turns into a spider web, and that's why they wonder,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's when they start looking at like the multiverse theory and shit like that, because they're like,
weird.
there's so much like weird stuff that like the whole simulation theory that people think we live in a simulation, which sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, there's sometimes I see shit and I'm just like, that lie, I swear.
I know for a damn motherfucking fact you were just back there. What
yeah,
the
or
hell?
like, there was one time I was literally sitting in a parking lot. You know how these lights are, like that white light right there.
Mm-hmm.
These, for the audience, you guys can't see, but there's like a
like
street
those parking lights.
Yeah, parking lights or street lights. There was a white street light in front of me like that.
Mm-hmm.
I look down at my phone, look up, and then I look up again, and it's bright red. Like
kind of like that orange one over there.
Yeah, exactly, but like even darker red. Like like if you were to go into a red room, like for when they do photography, a red room, Amsterdam. But no, yeah, when you go into like a red room when they're doing like the photography dips for like where they have to have that red color all around, or it ruins the photographs. It was like that kind of red, and I'm like, I don't know if there's like, I swear to God, all the other lights were.
Hey, yeah, have you noticed down over by Winco, how it's got the blue lights in the parking lot?
Not like the blinkies.
Not like the security blinky lights, but like for the parking lights, how they're blue or purplish.
I haven't actually looked at that recently. The last time
Dude,
my wife
been
went
like that for like 2-3 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even noticed. That's so weird. Because the last time my wife went grocery shopping last time, but the time before that we went, I went, and I don't know if maybe I went during the day and that's why I didn't see it. But at nighttime they're like blue, like that color blue.
Not like that, but it's more of like a softer blue.
Like a baby blue kind of looking color, or like that, but if it was like bluish.
Like the white one?
Yeah.
But more bluish.
But more of a blue. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's so weird. Has it always been like that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah,
for the past few years, I noticed that it was just bluer.
Do you grocery shop at Winco, do?
Sometimes.
I'd say it's pretty good for bang for your buck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty good. What else we got?
Ooh, but no, after my divorce, I'm in a happy relationship, dude.
I know, you got
karma.
You got a really good girl. Well, the thing is you went about your divorce the right way. You really did. You didn't rush it. You didn't treat her badly. You stepped away from the situation. You got your stuff. You didn't mess with any of her stuff.
I didn't get my stuff back.
You didn't get your stuff back? I thought you got your stuff back.
I just let it all go.
Do you have nothing? Or just like your clothes is what you like? You got your clothes?
I got my clothes. I'm starting to rebuild what I once had.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, didn't she take your other vehicle too?
Oh no. So she tried to take my dad's truck.
Your dad's like, no, that's my truck.
Yeah, he got that back. I got my car. She went out and got her own. She ended up taking my ammunition, like 750 rounds of 9mm.
Man, that's
all of my 5.56, a box of my 6.5 PRC.
700 rounds. That's like $300 to $500 worth of ammo, depending on where you buy it from.
Yeah, it depends on where you buy it from.
Yeah, exactly, and the quality, and like the manufacturer, the quality of it.
Then she took my PlayStation 5. She took my Xbox Series.
Not the S. PlayStation 5. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and my external hard drives.
Fuck, man. Can't even game right now, dude? Or were you able to get a new?
I was able to get a new Xbox for my birthday with my new girl.
Nice. Right on. Yeah.
And I just been so much happier, man.
That's good, dude. I'm happy for you, dude. I really am. I remember seeing you, and you were all like, when you were midst of going through that, and like shortly after, you were a train wreck, dude. Like you could literally look into your eyes, and it was almost like you weren't even there. Like there was nothing there. Like you were just so wrapped up in, like, what you call it, like that when you get that spider web of thoughts, and it's just constantly spinning, and you can't stop it, and you're just constantly replaying it in your head.
Yep.
Yeah, like that is like I could see it through your eyes, because I've been there, dude. I've been in that same shit, and like not divorce per se, but like I've been in that same situation where something is just so messed up, to where it's just constantly your head's just spinning nonstop. You can't stop thinking about it. It's because your brain. Men are natural fixers. Men are natural. We want to solve the problem that's in front of us. So when we can't find an easy solution to the problem we're trying to fix, it just keeps spinning, because our brain's trying to figure it out. It's trying, like, how do I get this to work? How do I get this to work? You know? And my wife gets that same thing with me. She's like, there's something I'll obsess about because it needs to be fixed. And it's because my brain is trying to figure out the solution to it, but there is no current solution. And then you're trapped in that routine, that cycle, that because men are born fixers. We need to fix problems because women are more emotional thinkers, and that's how they have to be for evolutionary purposes. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say like it's just men or women thing. It also depends on how you're brought up, right? So in my household, my mom wasn't around. It was just mainly my dad for the later part of my teenage years and on forward.
It's funny. I'm the same way. My dad raised me from the age of 6. My mom was never around. I didn't get a stepmom until I was 14.
Yeah.
So
I had to take care of my little sister. I had to learn how to braid hair. I had to learn how these feminine product things. And I had to learn how to listen, like effectively listen.
Then you'd be a good girl dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be a dad, man.
Dude, you need to have one. I mean, I know you're waiting. You already told me. But you're getting up there in age where you're going to have a kid and you're going to be old by the time they're grown, my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better late than never, of course. But it's like be in your like 50s by the time they're grown. Which is, it's not terrible, I guess.
It's not terrible. Yeah. My dad was the same way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, yeah, I mean, I guess my dad was about the same way, too, because by the time my dad was like 49 when, 49, 50, right when I was getting, yeah. But God, my dad's old now. He's having all these problems. I don't even know what the hell is up with my mom. I haven't seen my mom in years. I mean, I know she's alive, but she's got my other sisters. And what's crazy to think though is the last time I seen them, they were like 3 years old, and now they're both graduated high school.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my older sister in about 12, 13 years.
Gee, that's crazy.
I mean, I see her on FaceTime and all that.
Yeah, it's always like Facebook and
face to face,
actually like person to person. Yeah, it's the same way. I think I've talked to my mom a few times, like over Facebook or like phone. I'm just like,
shit, I ain't even talked to my mom.
See, my mom, it's weird because when we talk, it's almost like an acquaintance. It's like we don't really. It's not like she's my mom. It's like I'm talking to like a friend or like a neighbor. You know.
Hello, neighbor.
Yeah, it's because like the only real mom I've known is my stepmom. She was the one that was there. You know, my mother. She tried to make an effort when I was little, but then she kind of like gave up. It's like she's like, oh well, I know his dad's got him. He'll take really good care of him. She's like, I'm gonna go. Peace out and start a new family. Essentially, because that's what she is. She got into the guy, had 2 other kids, and I was already pretty much a teenager at that point. Like, it didn't matter. I was, that's the loudest violin in the world. No, but I think we turned out better for it. I think it made us the way we are. It made us strong. We were both raised by strong men, I hope.
So I feel like there's fate and destiny, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it has to happen for a reason.
It was for a reason. We were presented these challenges in our lives for a reason, and it made us stronger. I went through all my trauma from the military and all my childhood for a reason.
Yeah.
And I am thankful because I'm still here. I'm a better man for it. I know I can survive.
Stronger, you're happier.
I know I can live through other stuff now.
Well, that's that too, and also it's like you have to be able to feel the bad feelings to be able to enjoy the good. Because if there are no bad feelings, then there is no point to the good.
Like my girl always says, we got big feelings, and it's okay to feel these big feelings.
Yeah, it is. Big feelings are.
It is a thing, my guy.
Well, I know that's my biggest struggle is I tend to have a short temper, so like for me, one of my biggest challenges is my anger. I tend to get angry and get angry at stupid shit. It's never like anything like that deserves being angry at. It's just wake up and be like, why is this fucking water bottle on the floor? Like, I'd be like, why are there fucking shoes everywhere? It's like shit like that just irks the hell out of me. But I think it's because I'm OCD and I think I'm probably undiagnosed ADD or something. At least that's what John keeps telling me. But yeah, no, I just cannot stand like the little shit is what drives me crazy. It's never real shit. It's like little stuff that makes me mad.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, what else do we got going on in life? I feel like we really gave the audience a little piece of who we are.
Yeah, we gave them insight about like us being human.
Yeah, what makes us tick, yeah, like, but like, I mean, other than that, I mean, also, like, this was kind of more of a welcome back episode to you guys, and, we're still alive, and we're still wanting to do this. We didn't peace out, we didn't give up. It's just hard to get all the guys together, especially during this time of year. Winter's a hard time of year. I had a baby.
It's harder because everyone has everything going on in their own personal lives and with work. So it's harder to get everyone to link together, and especially when we all have our jobs,
jobs or families or kids or whatever.
Schedules,
and it's crazy how it's definitely like it's like it's something we want to do. It's like we don't want to give up on it, and like we're already We already got we were working on our buddy John. He's got the TikTok page. He's working on it. We haven't released
can't spoil everything.
I know, you're right. Okay. But yeah, nothing's been released yet. It's all still in the making. But you're gonna have to keep following us along to see what develops, see where it goes. Thank you for joining us on the PNW podcast, and we will be back with you. This has been, I think, our longest episode yet. We are at 40 minutes and 25 seconds, and I didn't even think it had been that long. That's crazy.
It's been a good time though.
It has. It was a fun conversation. Like, I would say every now and again you got to have those deep conversations. They're like those more methodical.
This one was definitely a lot more real.
Yeah,
it's definitely something that's needed every now and then. Like, yeah, it's cool to be funny and have those kinds of podcasts where it's just a
non-stop jokes or
comedy club and talk about some crazy off the wall current event. But there's also times where it's needed just to sit down and open up
yourself, and also for the people listening, if they're going through anything that's of a similar feeling or variety, like, they can take solace in this, that they're not the only ones that have this. There's other people that go through it too.
And if you're having some pretty bad feelings, you always reach out, talk to somebody. There's hotlines, there's help out there.
Definitely. I wanted to give this bit of time to you, Cody. That way, you can speak to all your military family out there, like because you've been down the road, you know what the military can do to people.
Oh yeah. Hey, to all the fellow veterans out there, hey, buddy check. Roger up with everyone. Hey, I know it's hard. It is winter time. Seasonal depression is a thing. Everyday depression is also a thing. Buddy checks needs to be happening. 22 a day. That is 22 too many. All right? Let's do each other a solid. Do weekend safety briefs if you have to. Check in on your homies. Check in on your fellow battle buddies. I know I'm not a combat veteran, but myself, I've been through the ringer. I've had umpteen friends that killed themselves or been in freak accidents and did not make it. I live with that going through my mind. I went through 4 miscarriages. It's been a thing. It is a real thing. I am still here though. I got things to live for. I got a person that loves me, and I have to live for them.
There you go. Amen, brother. Yeah, it's a lot easier for you to come to your loved ones and ask for help than for them to attend your funeral.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, thank you guys.
Sit down for an hour and listen to what's going on, and then
have to hear about you in the news.
Hear about you in the news, or go to your funeral and listen to your eulogy for an hour.
Oh yeah. But on that note, we're gonna end out this podcast. This has been, like I said, the longest one yet. This is crazy. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do.
Oh yeah.
But
good luck, friend.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, brothers. I didn't want to end it yet. No. Was it today? What happened? Oh, it's still going. Okay. I almost panicked. Oh my god, I thought it just deleted itself. Okay, well anyway.
Well, we can edit that out.
Yeah, well, I might just leave it. It's funny. I mean, the people know we're real.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for your support. All 20 subscribers we have so far. Thank you for staying with us and listening. One of our videos is already up to 108 views, which is freaking cool to us. Like, that's unbelievable.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's crazy to us. Like, yeah.
For something that started out as like a little shits
like
and
goof
gigs.
around, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
And to people out there, 108 views might not seem like a lot, but to people who have never done YouTube or anything like this before, that's a lot. Like, imagine that like on Facebook. That's a lot on Facebook.
Like imagine your first ever post on social media, that blew
immediately
up.
getting like 108 likes
and
or
it gained
something.
traction and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that is, it's cool. It brings awesomeness to you.
Right.
And then also another thing, guys, thank you for the support, your loyalty. Yes, we are back.
We are back, baby. We are back.
Yes, right now it's just us two, me and Keith, but
we will get the other guys on here, even if it means we gotta tie legs around or ropes around their legs.
I will snatch and grab.
I'm at that point
Yes, it might be illegal.
We will abduct our friends, and they will do this. And
you got the pedal van.
I do got the van, and we can make it look like an accident. Anyway, with that, we'll see y'all later. Thank you for listening to the PNW podcast. We love you. Peace out.
Bye.